Another day, another doping development. This time the announcement that 23 athletes at the London 2012 Olympics have failed retrospective doping tests. The athletes are from 5 different sports and 6 different countries. It follows the announcement earlier in the month that 31 athletes from the 2008 Games had also tested positive. The tests focused on athletes who could take part in the 2016 Rio Games.
One thing is clear, the IOC will react with zero tolerance in order to protect the clean athletes. Whoever is involved and is within the reach of the IOC then will be sanctioned because this we owe to all the clean athletes around the globe.
The retests have been conducted using the latest scientific methods. The IOC say the programme is ongoing, with the possibility of more results in the coming weeks. The World Anti-Doping Agency began the retesting process last year.
It's one of the many weapons in the WADA arsenal that yes, you might beat us at the time, and you might get home with the medal in your luggage, but we've got a 10-year look-back period, and as our technology gets better, we find out what you may have been taking. It's like some of the the variants on EPO that were being used in cycling and other sports. Now we can test for this.
The International Association of Athletics Federations will make a decision on whether Russia's track and field athletes will be allowed to compete at the Rio Games next month. Last year, Russia was suspended by the IAAF after being accused of state-sponsored doping in a report commissioned by WADA. With the Rio Olympic Games fast approaching, the IOC are attempting to send a strong message. It may take time, but eventually the authorities will catch the dopers. It's far from being a perfect process, but that should at least offer a crumb of comfort for all of the clean athletes. Dan Williams, CCTV, Madrid.
And for more on this, we can now speak to sports and entertainment lawyer Sarah Ochoda. Sarah, thanks very much for coming. So, do we expect more damning revelations of advanced analytical findings in the coming days?
I wouldn't say we should expect damning revelations as much as we should expect revelations, period. We don't have enough information as to who these athletes are, the substances that they have found within their samples. We don't even know whether it's a blood sample or a urine sample, so we just need to wait and see what kind of information will be told by the IOC.
Right. But how much damage have these revelations cost the Olympics, its image and credibility?
I wouldn't say it's caused any damage on the credibility of the Olympic movement just yet. What I would say is it's bringing into question how they take or how they go about their doping controls.
Yeah.
Because it's been 4 years since the last Olympics. So why has it taken now 4 years in order to retest samples that were there from 2012?
And what does this say about the efficacy of IOC's retesting regime?
Well, I wouldn't blame the IOC directly because the anti-doping movement is constantly playing catch-up with new technologies and new sophisticated methods of doping. However, like I said, since it's taken them 4 years to retest samples which were taken in 2012, it brings into question how even they'll handle the sanctioning. Whereas before 2015, 2 years was the maximum sanction for a first-time offense. Post 2015, because there's a new WADA code, it's 4 years. So we'll need to see how they're going to navigate around the sanctioning of these particular athletes and whether they're going to lose any of their former medals if they were winners, and whether or not the IOC is going to ask every other competition or every other organizer to scrap any single competition or award that was given to these athletes within the 4 years after the Olympics.
All right. Sarah Ochoda, we appreciate those insights. Thanks very much for joining us.